Da-da-da-da-da. 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 Benny here, GhostPicksATS.com, the #1 sports consultant in the business. That is my NFL on Fox theme song thing you got going on here. It's Monday morning, September 10th. If you're new to my page, welcome. Hop on down to that subscribe button. Give me a little subscribe. Tap that bell right next to it. You get my videos as soon as I upload them, whenever I upload them. First day of NFL football. NFL football is here. A day in the books. And it was an uncharacteristic day for Benny for the first day of NFL, to say the least. I'm going to talk about it here in a second, even though I don't want to. But first, I got a big promotion here for Jimmy. For one day only, today, Monday, September 10th, Jimmy is selling his entire NFL football season for $599.99. That is Monday only. He swept the board on Sunday in the NFL. Killer deal. I don't know what to say about it. Hop on that. Jimmy's killing it in NFL right now, and he's selling his whole season for $599.99. I cannot say the same. Like I said, I had a very uncharacteristic day here at Team Benny. It was just one of those days where everything I did backfired on me. Every pick I made just went wrong. And like I felt confident in the picks, and they did not come through. And I feel like it's when you release a shot, when you're shooting hoops, and it feels good, it looks good. Everything feels right about it, and then it just hits off the rim, bop, 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 bounces out. You know what I mean? It just pops out of the rim. That's how I felt today with my picks. I felt very confident in my picks today. Every game I lost by a run, I lost by a hook, I lost by a point. You know, it was just a bad opening day for me. It was a losing day for me. Except for our free pick. That was not a close one at all. That was a terrible loser on the Cowboys-Panthers over 42. It was a terrible loss. The Dallas Cowboys looked atrocious on the football field. I mean, we talked about losing Dez in my video yesterday. We talked about losing Witten, and I truly felt like they could focus on running the offense through Zeke and open things up for Dak so he could play a more efficient game, and they could cater to what Dak does best. And it was just backwards. They were terrible. The offensive line injuries played a bigger factor than I thought that they would. They played a bigger factor than I anticipated. Zeke was getting hit behind the line of scrimmage. And like 2 seasons ago, Zeke was getting 3-4 yards before anyone ever even made contact with him, you know? So those injuries, it's not the same old O-line, clearly. And then there was Dak, man. Missing guys wide open. Dak was missing guys wide open. He was pressured. He was creating pressure. He was creating his own pressure. He was running right into pressure and creating more pressure on himself today against the Panthers. It was just a bad performance by the Cowboys. My pick was terribly wrong for the free pick of the day. No excuses. My other picks, however, were tough losses. I dropped 2 top-tier plays in NFL today. I took the Houston Texans plus 6.5 versus the New England Patriots for my top-tier play of the day. And you can call me crazy. You can call me stupid. It's easy to say after the game is over. I truly believed in this pick going into the game today. And we lost on a hook. They were getting 6.5 points. They lost by 7. The Texans have played the Patriots well in the past, and I felt like if there was a time to get the New England Patriots, that today was the day. Deshaun Watson was a little rusty, as expected. I did expect more out of the Texans' defense. It just didn't come through. It was close, but no cigar, and there is no close in betting sports. You either win or you lose, and we lost the pick. The other top-tier play of the day, Steelers, Browns, under 40 points. Another pick I felt very confident about going into today's game. We knew the weather was going to be awful. Heavy winds, heavy rains, division match, Steelers problems with Le'Veon Bell. And it was just a strange game. Like it was definitely a strange game. It actually ended in a tie, which I'm sure everybody knows that already, but 21-21, which is 42 points, making my under a loser at 40 points. We took the under on that one. So for another top-tier loser in NFL. It was a losing day for Team Benny. Then we did win on our premium play for the NFL on the Bengals +2 against the Colts. That was a win for us. It was not a good day in the NFL. I was actually really down on myself today about it. It stinks seeing all your hard work go into all this, and then it just doesn't come through the way you want it to come through. I love to win. I love the NFL. I hate to lose. Just didn't come through. We did hit our top tier play on the Major League Baseball play today on the Cardinals on the money line. Yes, we did hop back on the Cardinals, and yes, they did come through once again. And then we dropped his premium play on the Indians Jays over. That was another one where we lost by a run today. Like I said, if you've been riding with me, you know we've been winning over here on Team Benny. I was actually going to bring up a quote from the Rocky movie to get inspirational, but then I saw Aaron Rodgers go down on the football field tonight. I saw him go down, went into the tent, then he ended up getting carted off the football field. And seeing a guy like that go down gives me a sinking feeling in my stomach. It gives all of us a sinking feeling in our stomach. Players like him are good for sports. They're good for football. He's good for football. He's good for sports. He's good for the Packers. It's terrible watching a guy like that go down. I for sure thought he would be done for the year after I saw him get carted off. It was around 20-0, 20-3. And like I said, we all think he's done for the year. Halftime ends, and who comes walking out but Aaron Rodgers? Laser focused, leading his team to a comeback single-handedly, or should I say single-legged. But it got me thinking anyway. I'm like Aaron Rodgers. Benny is Aaron Rodgers, okay? I feel like I went down today. I feel like I carted myself right off the football field into the locker room to assess my problems, to look at what's wrong, to figure out, what did we do wrong today? I feel like I could have been like everybody else. I could have hopped on the Baltimore Ravens. I was kicking myself for that. I could have hopped on the Kansas City Chiefs like everybody else, but I chose not to. I'm not everybody else. I'm Ghost Picks Benny, and I'm here to win for you guys. And if you've been with me, you've been winning, and I'm very serious about it. So, I'm like Aaron Rodgers. I go off the football field. I'm going to come back today. I'm going to bounce back. I'm going to bounce back this week. I'm coming in laser focused. I have my team. We're regrouping. We're reassessing everything. We have our plays locked and loaded for today, Major League Baseball and the NFL. And I'm going to bring wins to my premium paying customers. That's all there is to it. And like I said, it was a losing day today. The good thing about that is that we could come back another day to fight another day and let it rip. Put it all on the table and let it rip and come back. I did give, I felt like we had bad juju going on for Team Benny, so I did give out a couple more plays tonight. I won't count them on my record, but I really needed to get my spirits high, So customers were asking me about the Chicago Bears game versus the Packers. I said, take the Chicago Bears plus the points, and it was a winner. And then I also gave out the Red Sox Astros over for my Major League Baseball customers for another win. So we're already back on the positive jujus here. We're on the laser focus. We're on the regroup. We're on the positive side of things. And we're going to hop right into our free pick of the day. We are taking the Phillies over the Nationals on the money line at -115. Jake Arrieta versus Eric Fetty Wap for the Nationals. This is a division match where the series is tied 8-8. The Phillies really need this win, okay? They were hot. They even had the division for a minute, but then they dropped off later in August, and now it's just crunch time. Every game is now a must-win. So now we have Jake Arrieta, 3.61 ERA, 1.25 whip going against Eric Fetty Wap for the Nationals with a 6 ERA, 1.58 whip at Citizens Bank in crunch time. We hop on the Phillies on the money line. That's what I'm doing. Arrieta hasn't been really consistent. He had a winning month of July, and he had a losing month of August. Started off September with a win versus the Marlins, going 7 1/3, giving up 4 runs, and he had 11 strikeouts in that game. So it was a better game for Arrieta against the Marlins. And now we have the Nationals, who have been able to put up runs against Arrieta. I'm not expecting Arrieta to go out and pitch like Nola and shut the Nats out completely, but so I do expect runs to be scored on the Phillies. But then we have Eric Fetty on the Nats, and they're coming off a 2-game winning streak versus the Cubs. Fetty is 1-1 versus the Phillies with a 6.55 ERA. He has given up 8 earned runs in 11 innings pitched versus the Phillies. So I do expect the Phillies to also score runs. We got Hoskins, who has his bat rolling lately, Santana, Cesar, Ramos will be in the lineup, I'm sure. So for me, it comes down to this, okay? It's September. The Phillies are sitting behind the Braves in the division, but they still play the Braves 7 more times, okay? They can catch them. If they want to catch them, they can catch them. But in order to do so, they need to come out today against a team that's under 500 in the Nationals, a division rival, at home, and they need to go out and get the victory. I'm taking them to go out and get the victory. Hop back on the free pick win train. Taking the Phillies on the money line at -115. The game starts at 7:05. As always, good luck. God bless. Grind on. Cheers.